Good morning,
Mm.
sweetheart Sarah. So, um, I just wanted to tell you, I forgot, I totally forgot. But yeah, so how are you, girl? The body is there?
The body's there. It's 8 p.m. your time, so you had like a whole day.
Yeah,
So
full
now
on.
it's your relaxed time,
I just prepared my dinner as always.
your relaxy taxi.
I had the impulse to cook some quinoa. I don't know how it's called in English.
It's
And
quinoa.
yeah, so I mixed up prep a salad with quinoa. So what
Yeah.
was you will just you was busy with the doggy shit?
Yeah,
What happened?
it was doggy shit. I went on a walk and came back and he's had like a rough stomach for a couple of days.
Okay.
Yeah, and since nobody was at home, well, I came back to a smell.
Okay.
Woohoo! Very liquidy smell.
Okay.
But it is what it is, yeah. It's funny because, you know, wow, it is all energy. It's like, I feel it depends on the person you are with that you feel like maybe, like in physics, I don't know if you studied this, like energies and waves, like resonance, like, oh, I resonate
I
and
haven't
vibration.
studied this, but I've learned a little bit in school and listened a little bit some stuff on YouTube. But let's go, sweetheart. It doesn't matter. Share,
Mm.
just share what's coming up.
Yeah, it's all right. Um, so depending on the people I'm with, I either feel like, for example, if I was with my mom, I would have been like, yeah, you know what? The dog pooped and it's not my responsibility because he's not my dog. Um, and my brother is like barely at home and it's his dog. So
Okay.
there's this whole story about like, hey, it's not our responsibility and we keep having to clean up after him and all of that. So if I was with my mom or, like someone else, I would have complained and it's a problem. And yeah, but with other people, it's like, well, yeah, there's like nothing to say. It happened. It's okay. Not like, oh, I want to clean dog shit every day of my life. But yeah, it was just interesting to notice that because I know with different people, it would have been like an hour complaint.
Yeah, wait. So
Definitely
you
vibration.
would so of course people who know you there living the whole situation with the dog, of course you're going, it's going to be a different chat or also their approach. If you say something, I have no fucking clue, like where you are you living in the house of your parents and with your brother, the dog is, so of course, what do you want to tell me? Can you when you start to complain, then you will explain the story, I will get it. Yeah, of course you are angry, so to say, because it's none of your business. Yeah. It's not your dog. And actually your brother's responsible. So it's very normal, I would say. You know?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you understood the whole thing.
But
But
sweetheart, what about this thing with the mirror? Remember?
oh yeah.
Watching in the mirror. I've heard some stories like when someone was explaining. What was your experience, so to say, if you want to share?
Well, like I heard that too, yeah. Um, People saying like, they would look in the mirror and um like not physically, but like in your mind, you're like it's familiar because you've seen that face and it's your face, but also it's not your because the me is appearing to fizzle out. So now it's like in between, oh, I remember that face and oh, it's just a face. Like it's just a body, but it's still my body, but it's not my body and not even. Like it's all these things, which is phew.
I would say that I never, when I heard the story, like it was more like, I was just passing by a mirror and I did not recognize myself like this.
Mm,
And this was never here the case. If I pay attention, I will
whoa.
always recognize myself. This is the
Mm,
function of how, and I'm very happy that this is functioning properly. And of course, there can be a moment situation where it's not going to be the case if I'm just, I'm not paying attention even, or I think it's very ordinary, when this is when the mind is not on, so to say, maybe because of too much alcohol or drugs or whatsoever. Highly probably this phenomena can happen. You know what I mean? So for me, it's just another beautiful story, zero relevance, of course. And but what I can say is just of course I can recognize the body as mine, but this mine is not it feels empty. It's not like I can compare, so to say, how it was before, me and my body, and how it is it now. It's different. It's definitely different. But yeah, what to say? Very, very ordinary, nothing special. I'm simply not interested in me and not me, you know? This is simply when you're very much into non-duality. Also, like you're very sensitive to everything what's going on and all the concepts you've heard, all the like with the mirror, a good example. And then of course you're looking like how is it now? How solid or fluid is it now here? Is this
mm,
sense of me there like, and you're comparing the whole time with stories
yeah,
someone told you. And I
yeah,
can only say, fuck it, who cares? You know,
yeah.
just do your thing, girl. Ordinary, fucking ordinary. And here's just really like not giving a shit about any concept. It's just full on booming aliveness, no matter what.
Mm. That's
Very.
yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, you're right, because that's what happens. Like this mind loved, still does it. Um, hears something and then goes like, ah, so how am I feeling now? I remember this thing. Am I feeling it's just funny. But it's yeah, it's whatever. It's cool.
It's a game. It's a game,
Yeah.
you know?
Mm.
I mean, it's a game. Like in a way, maybe the game is here now called applying non-duality, you know? Like listening to the speakers, like the things which resonates the most with you.
Oh yeah, apparently that's the thing. Applied non-du I don't know what it is.
Applied non-duality is just simply listening to all the concepts and then in a
Yeah.
way trying to do it. Okay, so in a way something shitty happens and then you're saying to yourself, well, there is no one. There is no one, it's just what's happening, apparently happening, you know? And but this
Which
is
is
when
also it.
of course, but this is what
That's
that's why
crazy.
I'm saying there is no escape bullshitting yourself. And this is so as you said, that's also it. But what is it? What is it then? Not two, no separation, just another concept. What are we talking about? It's just life living itself. No need to know anything. Completely okay. Very direct, very direct. In this timeless directness, there is simply no space to think about it. You know, like no matter what we say is a story already. It's always too late. You know what I mean, sweetheart? And every story is it, of course. It's not worth mentioning. Let's put it like this. And sitting there as a speaker and speaking to a lot of people who have beautiful ideas. Also, like when I go now in person to this retreat, maybe there is this resonance and this energy, and I'm going to, something is going to happen. And yeah, what a beauty. This is it too. It's really, sweetheart, I can only say, really, it's not worth mentioning, actually. It's a joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would say just live your fucking life exactly as it is, with full on character, exactly how the character is. Just boom out the way you are. Like I remember the last chat we had, like where you were not anymore able to be the good girl. Exactly like this. Exactly like
Yeah.
this.
That's been continuing.
Yeah. And there is no now you maybe can explain to me why this changed. Just another beautiful story. When we go in the timeless directness of what is, there is no past, there is no story. You can tell me, it just is. Just seeing, oh, today I behave different. Normally, I would be more polite, today not. What's going on? Well, who wants to know? Who cares? You see what I mean? This is just totally unknown. And I love the openness. You know what I mean? Just be completely open with yourself. You will feel very, very beautifully when you are bullshitting yourself, no matter with what. No matter with what, Just in a way, the freedom is to be exactly what you are.
Mm.
There is no escaping.
Bullshit or not.
There, it doesn't matter. This is just a label. There is
Yeah.
no matter what you do, girl, there is no escape. Like it's already it. You cannot escape the totality of what is. They're not two, no separation. This cannot be known, sweetheart. When everything is yellow, how can yellow know that there is yellow? Impossible.
Mm.
How can we know this life when everything is aliveness? There is not knowing what this is. I don't know what life is. This would be just another beautiful story, you see? So it plays already absolutely perfect in its full-on imperfection, so to say. And this is simply a thing which is like the freedom beyond the concept of a freedom. No matter what you call it, You can call it energy, aliveness, shit show, life, my life, whatever, whatever. What's coming up?
Sometimes I wonder, like I see speakers, you, Sanders, Sander, um, and that might still be a function of the mind. And yeah, like you said, even that is a story, even the mind is it's all it for the sake of stories, I guess. Um, I think like if this is all it, sometimes I don't know what to talk about. There's just nothing to say. But
Exactly,
it's because
but
I'm
exactly what's
thinking
coming.
about it.
Exactly. It's just no matter what we talk now, maybe about the dinner here or the shit doggy shit, that's it already. You see, it's nothing special. That's why I started. It's not worth mentioning. It's a joke that in a way there are speakers talking about it.
Mm, yeah. Yeah, and sometimes I wonder like Like I think about ancient cultures, like, small village cultures, Africa or something, where it just seems like the me energy is not developed, it's not like, I don't know, I just feel like maybe capitalist countries or Western culture has like, which again, no difference, whatever, doesn't,
Exactly.
but it's
There
just
are,
like
I've heard,
noticing.
I've heard of some tribes or very, very um, cultures, as you said. They're in a way really no, they have no language, words, vocabulary for like this relating. For them, everything is just like for the sea, they would say water is floating. They don't have a term for this is the sea, the ocean. They would say the water is floating or it's floating, you know? It's a it's like a more natural approach to life, we can say. Uh, there is, the me is not playing such a role there. Innocently so, because it's, of course, the most natural thing not to have a sense of a me. But and now it's another beautiful story. Where is the sense? Where is this me sense the most solid? Maybe in Europe or in Africa or maybe there. You know what I mean? Who cares? Who cares? There is simply nothing wrong with the sense of me, but we can see maybe here in those Western countries, the suffering is in a way high, like the depression, we can say, the mental suffering, yeah, the psychological suffering. It's high. And now we are going into the story. Why? Maybe the other, like the culture, which is living more naturally, more peacefully with nature, close to nature, is not suffering. You see, there is an apparent difference. But this is it already. There is no separation. It's just perfection in action. When Zara is meant to go to change a country, to go there, to live in nature, this is going to happen. There are a lot of people who are moving to nature, to live in nature, because they are not able to deal with this stressful society, focused on the me, more, better, blah, 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 blah. That's it. Or getting sick, becoming a depression, a burnout, because you're not able to manage this. Who
Mm.
is not able to manage this? Who? Who has a choice? Who is controlling the show? That's the joke, you see? It's just what is, innocently so, and maybe not innocently so. You know? What's the positive innocent? Schuldig. Schuldig, you are guilty, right? Guilty? Full on guilty. We can say full on, this is your my bloody shit show. Not managing to survive here properly, you know? It's full on guilty, you know? I can say I'm guilty of everything. Then there is no issue with this. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah,
But what do you
it's
mean guilty of not surviving?
no guilty of. So when I was younger, I couldn't understand. There were no problems, but I was making up the problems, and I couldn't get it. It was something which was off, you know. I was like, what is this? There is no reason, rationally, no reason that I'm here not happy or have an issue with whatever, with eating disorder whatsoever. Why? Tell me why. I cannot, you know? And well, there is no why, there's just why not. It's just simply how the cookie crumbles. I can tell you thousand stories, genetics, belief systems. Like I was very much into guilt, shame, blame. Yeah. Grew up very like with comparing, ehrgeizig. With sports, you have to be competitive. So this was in a way, you know, so this is in a way what's here the conditionings, how you lived, what you trained, so to say, your brain, everything. And this is the way the cookie crumbles. So what? And then maybe there comes a change. There is suffering here. The suffering was in a way the catalysator in a way to reflect a bit, to think, what is this? Going into like slowing down life. what happened here. It was just being mindful, slowing down. Like by me being mindful of whatever you're doing, the mind slows down because this is running fast. And this was in a way therapeutically beautiful. And I simply resonated with this very much. And this helped. And then I was not resonating anymore with this. Something else came. You see? Naturally. So the story goes. The Rosa story goes. But actually, it's just the directness of what is. Boom. Just this. Sitting, speaking. Always, like always. So nothing changed, so to say.
Yeah, and it will not change the fact that the body is going through a lot of anxiety because it's not living, because it's living, like you said, better, more, faster, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, and the body's like,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
cannot
Like
do this.
get
It's
complete like
still,
collapsing, so to say, crazy. Like ein Kurzschluss. How is it called when the light is off because it's too much? Then it's game over. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
this is exactly like this is what in a way it's an over input. I don't know exactly. I'm not so much into this, but it's just an overdose of you can say thoughts, not necessary, like the practical thoughts. You know what I mean. Just the practical thoughts are fine. But on top, making story, why is this? I should do this, and always about me, becoming better, fixing myself. And this is in a way this idea that this is not it already. This should be different. Like we grew up like this with the parents. You have to manage your life, sweetheart, go to school, education, this, right? So you're the whole time trying to be maybe the good child in the beginning, then, to get it to compare. And that's the game, so to say. And this may simply stop. This may simply collapse in this way or the other way. Just stopping it, and I don't know what, as I said, going into nature, living in the mountains, yeah, doing some, just that's it. Or staying there and just not giving a shit anymore. Like, in a way, what happened here, and nothing changed, but this is just simply cool, no matter what. It's just simply what is. And here's simply no issue. And there are also no panic attacks anymore. There is no fear. And but everything
Yeah.
can still pop up. I have no fucking clue. But there is no issue with this. Even if when a panic attack is popping up. So what? I cannot take myself seriously. Impossible. Impossible.
But so when you say, because I hear this a lot, like, oh, there is no more problem. And when we spoke last time, and I shared that thing with my dad and how like I spoke up, and you were like, yeah, so you were a nice girl, and now you expressed yourself, and you felt like that, and maybe one day there's no more problem, and now you're saying like there's no issue with this, and I heard other people saying like, yeah, there's just suddenly no problem because there's no me recognizing that there's another separate me to have a problem with.
Yeah.
um but there would still be like, oh, this body is not comfortable around this body, like that,
Yeah.
like you're not suddenly
I
gonna
know
be
what you
like, oh,
mean.
I can live with everyone. And
I know what you mean. So
um
no, I definitely have preferences. So I'm talking with I. Yeah. I'm not going to say here, there are no, this is for me,
yeah, yeah,
sorry.
yeah, I get,
Here's
yeah, I
really
get
no
that.
need to say when I say I, you can think whatever you want. I don't give a shit. So
Yeah.
um I have preferences, definitely. And I'm definitely going to tell everything very clear, put it very clear. Here, ideas, beliefs, everything full on, but they are completely without any. There is no heaviness in it. There is no attachment to this. They are free. There is no relating to this. It's just what's popping up. It's not mine to start with. We can also say there is no Rosa to start with. Just ideas, beliefs, preferences, conditionings. Like Rosa is in a way, when she sees something, I don't know, maybe now animals suffering or stuff, or uh, I don't know, I would cry directly. Yeah, so this is how the characters, softer, more closer to the water, here in Germany, dicht am Wasser gebaut, build up closer to the water, and this is so beautiful, you know. There is just simply how the character, how it's programmed, and of course it's changing, and of course when in a way, here in a way, the need to understand something stopped. You see, you have now, let's take you. Everything which maybe you're trying to understand something, comparing. I resonate with this. They are sharing this. How is it here now? You see this game. This game was playing here also, and then this stopped. And it was not like radical. It was very, 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 very. How is it called?
A process.
Exactly. So I even cannot just with chats with friends like with you now, when you ask me a question, I would then, okay, yeah, there is an apparent difference now, you know? Otherwise, I wouldn't
Mm,
notice. I'm not going to notice because I don't give a shit. I'm not there and observing myself and checking out how do I
yeah.
behave or what. I really, it's not like this. And so that's why I also say it's completely meaningless. There is no meaning to no matter what. But still, responsibility is there. Taking care of my child is there, you know? Working, earning money, it's simply there. The character is like this, you know? And because a lot of people are, oh my gosh, what's going to happen when the sense of me collapses, you know? Or the illusion is nothing is going to happen. Highly pro. And of course, for some characters, it's very abrupt, very straight. Then it's maybe a little bit different. I cannot tell you out of our own experience, I cannot tell you how this is. But for me, it was in a way a total joy. But as I said, I saw that this is it already. There was no preference anymore to get the story better. So I was sitting in my shit. Yeah, it wasn't nice. As I said, my catalysator was the suffering. It was not curiosity or let's see here, not like this. It was not also like in the supermarket and then, oh, no me, and not like this. So it was really suffering. And I
Yeah.
simply saw the suffering is it already. Boom, done. Can I take it? No, of course not. So it was quite hopeless. And we can say, just another beautiful story, of course, what else? And we can say, in a way, full on hopelessness. No issue with this. Just hopelessness.
Mm.
And then the character, like this me thing is in a way fading away. And there is simply what you have no interest anymore to change it. And everything is coming and going is it's impermanent. And this is
Yeah, and
also
it
a thing.
doesn't matter, right? Like, because there's like this desire to ask you, like, oh, well, when you just saw that the suffering is it and you not accept it because there's no one to accept anything. You just like sat in it in what I don't just boom. Um, there's this desire to ask you like, oh, so did the problems go away?
Mm, 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 mm. So there was no issue anymore. There was just a problem, so to say. But
It
no,
was just whatever.
just to explain you, which is not going to hit it, of course. There was not any more Rosa there who can have a problem, an issue with a problem, if we call it problem, because with good things we have no issue. No matter if there is a me
Yeah.
or no me. Good things are
Mm,
good things, beautiful.
mm,
But the bad things are in a way. This is in a way this natural thing which is kicking in. No, no, no. This is not this. This must be different, you know?
mm,
And first we start with the outside, and then we notice, oh, why am I still not happy? Now I have everything, you know? Whatever. And then when you're older, you see, shit, now I have everything and I'm still depressed. I'm not happy. Why? And then we go inwardly. Ah, spirituality, my true nature, my higher self, whatsoever. Same bullshit.
mm.
Same bullshit.
Yeah.
Totally. And that's the joke in a way. And I simply saw it. I saw it. I was then with spirituality and like, oh my gosh, with Buddhism, I resonated very much with Buddhism and awareness. And then just hearing for the first time, um, there is simply no you to start with, and this is it already. It's just a shit. It's just a pain. It's just a fear. It's just a
Mm.
panic. And I was like, ah, okay,
Oh my
I knew
God.
it. I knew it. I knew it. Fuck. Fuck.
Wow.
It was really like I must remember really. It's hard to remember. And as I said, it was very, very gradual. Very
Mm.
gradual. And I totally enjoyed it in midst of the shit. Girl, and this was the boom. Like collapsing into what is. And then all the ideas about what it is, panic attack, boom, went on over and over again, you know? And we can say, I call it therapy, so to say. Just melting with the fear, melting with the triggers, seeing like what's coming up, anger, jealousy, whatever came up. That's it. So what? Nothing. No issue. And this I call unfuckable. And there was no idea, no interest anymore to go into, well, I'm saying I'm unfuckable. Oh, is there still a me who is unfuckable? Who cares? I don't
Yeah,
give a
it's
shit.
just,
I would say there is a me and there is no me. You know? And I actually I don't know. I don't know. It's just what's coming
mm,
out here. But there is no, I have no, here is no doubt. Here is no doubt. And also n nothing which I know for sure. There is not knowing, like, I don't know the term. I don't know anything for sure, but there is also no doubt that this is not it. That's it. Absolutely doubtless. And I don't know, do you want to say something about the doubt? Would you also say, because you also kicked in the beginning, well, this is it too, you know, no matter how it played out. We can say there is maybe a knowing, but also a doubt at the same time.
doubt is like the desire to know and
Exactly.
not being able to know.
We can say the
What?
need to
Yeah.
know is the seeking energy. The need to understand, to know whatever now is that, of course, not knowing how to drive car is not what I mean. Yeah. Not this, but in a way, in the sense of, what would you say? Knowing about what this is, what life is, what I am, the
Like
sense of life.
putting labels and categorizing and saying like, oh, this is this.
Of course,
Yeah, it's
I can tell
impossible.
you that this is a cup. Of course, I can tell you this, but what is this really a cup? It's very practical to be able to communicate. It's very simple and ordinary. No
Yeah.
matter what I say, we are going to understand each other. This is a cup, okay? Okay. If in your culture this is not a
Mm.
cup but a tree, let's say this is a tree. I have no issue with saying this is a tree. You see the joke? Actually, it's just what is this? I don't know. It's just really beyond any concept and understanding.
Yeah, I feel like in the story, in Sarah's story, like since childhood, really, communication and talking has been like I felt forced
Mm,
to talk.
mm. Okay.
Like talking was just um I don't know, I want to say it felt so unnatural, like not sounds necessarily, or like
Singing.
bass or singing, very like, you have a voice
Yeah,
and
yeah,
your
yeah.
mouth moves
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
like practical
Yeah,
things,
yeah.
but just, yeah, talking. Like I have,
Discussing, like answering questions, the complicated stuff, right? When someone,
yeah, it would,
the
it was too
complicated
much.
stuff where
It
you
was too
have to,
much.
I know what you mean. I totally know what you mean. Sarah, sweetheart, let's go in the second part. Wait.